I'm here to talk about a recent course of hypnotherapy I went through with Liberty. I initially came to Liberty because I'd been recommended by someone else about hypnotherapy, and I came to Liberty due to I was a huge wild swimmer in the sea, and essentially I had a bit of a daunting experience where I scared myself in the sea. I was physically safe from this experience, but unfortunately it resulted in bringing up a lot of trauma over the past next few months after it happened, to the point where I felt debilitated. Every time I went into the water, I would freeze. I couldn't get into the deep water at all. I would panic, and it felt so debilitating to who I was, because sea swimming is such a huge part of my life. It's something I do every single day, or try to at least, to deal with day-to-day stress, and suddenly that tool was taken away from me. So I came to Liberty initially, obviously, to want to resolve this sudden fear that I had of the water that I hadn't had previously for the last 4 years. Now, the beautiful thing about hypnotherapy is you might think that you have this one problem that you want a solution to, but so Liberty so beautifully explains that one problem isn't just one problem. There might be several other things that hadn't come into your consciousness of what is creating this overall thing that you're going through for yourself. And that's what I love about hypnotherapy, is how you uncover so many things that you didn't realise that you weren't paying attention to or weren't giving consciousness to. Maybe you were too busy, maybe you were too stressed. But Liberty holds a space for you to really debunk these things. And I got to the point where every week I was so excited to come to each session, because I knew it was an opportunity to learn new things about myself and how I convey the world around me, and also think of myself, and give me a toolbox that I still continue to use now. And that's the most amazing thing. After hypnotherapy, I didn't realise how many things would change for me, and how I would do things differently than I would have before hypnotherapy. And that is pure magic. Liberty describes things very, very well. Is very detailed. She's a very knowledgeable woman, and I still, to this day, retain a lot of that, and that is an amazing investment. Words of comfort and wisdom if you're just about to embark on hypnotherapy. It's exciting because you really don't realise how many parts of your life and you will change. And another thing I would say is I was a bit unsure of doing hypnotherapy online, and funnily enough, by the end of it, I actually came really accustomed to it. I really enjoyed it because I was in my own home, my own space, my own comfort, and it also helped me solidify things, because I was having that safe space every week on those sessions, which was in that space, and then I could practice those ways of thinking, those mindfulness ways, continue it on in that safe space. So I can also happily say that I am fully back in the water. Very exciting. It's taken me a lot of time and reframing my mind, but I always come back to that toolkit that Liberty has taught me well. And at the weekend, I swam for a mile in the sea, and I am just beaming with joy again, because I'm at the point the last 3 months that I can get back into the water and feel the bliss I did before. And that is honestly another beautiful thing, you know. You witness yourself going through this change, and although Liberty has supported you, you have the power to change what you want to change. And you look back at that challenge and you feel so proud of yourself because you got through that. And that's the brilliant thing. And, you know, I've done talk-based therapy in the past and it just hasn't really worked for me. I'm not saying that it won't work for other people, but personally for me, because I sometimes would feel very deflated from it, from talking and talking and talking and not giving myself the tools to overcome another scenario that presents itself to me. But now I feel like I've really got a handle on that, and yeah, that's why I love hypnotherapy.